okay? An algebraic expression is different. That would be something that says the groups of symbols and variables, but no equal sign, okay? It does not have an equal sign and it has variables. For example, these are expressions in algebraic expressions because they have it has a variable and it has either a constant by itself. It also has no equal sign. Okay, so the algebraic equation could be 5 plus x, it could be 3x plus 2 minus 1, or 2 distributed to a minus 3 inside and outside parentheses plus 5. Okay? This is not an algebraic expression as an equal sign, so therefore it's an algebraic equation. Okay, an algebraic equation is a problem with variables and a solution. So it does not have an equal sign. It shows variables and operators in a solution. For instance, 6 divided by 2 plus x equals 5, and 3a plus 2 equals 8. And note it has variables and it is an expression. So that will be 3 plus 1 equals 4 is not an algebraic equation because it does not have a variable in it. That is just a regular equation. 5a minus 3 does not have an equal sign. That's an algebraic expression. So algebraic equations have to have an equal sign. Hi class. So the 4 parts of expressions, we talked about the algebraic expression and an algebraic equation, their differences, what components make them up. This is the 4 parts of expressions we're going to have to understand in order to categorize and classify. So the first one is a constant, okay? Just keep that in your mind, constant. Right? The second one is a variable. And we know that algebraic properties have variables, and that's what makes them algebra is the variables in it. So that's one little extra thing we're adding. The coefficient is the number in front of the variable. It multiplies it. And then the term. And basically the term is everything that is separated by a plus or minus sign. So we're going to learn our new terms. So when we have variables, when we have terms of an expression, we need to define them. So first thing is a constant is a number that has its own fixed value. It is written to stand on its own in an equation. There are no variables around it, okay? So if I have plus 3 and minus 3, those are my constants, and 3x plus 1, that plus 1 is my constant, okay? Notice that these are variables, so they're not constants. Variables are a number represented by a letter that can be changed based on the equation or expression. Okay, it can change and it's represented by a letter. An example would be plus x minus a. And in 3x plus 1, x is my variable. These are not variables. The coefficient is a number or a constant quantity placed before multiplying the variable in an expression or equation. So it's shown by a number in front of a variable, and it means you multiply the variable. So 3 and negative 2, 3x plus 1, our coefficient is 3. Okay, so we have x, minus x, a, and minus a. Term is any constant or variable with this coefficient. So it can be written as a constant, variable, or variable with a coefficient. It's actually everything. So when you break it up by a plus or minus, then you are actually finding each term. So for example, 5, negative 3, x, 2x minus x, and minus 3x plus 1, those are all terms. So 1. So if you have nothing or the whole equation, then that is not expressing your terms. That's just a combination of terms. You're expressing the equation or the expression. So let's look at this expression, 7x plus 3y minus 9, okay? The term all our terms are 7x, 3y, and -9, okay? What about our constant? Our constant is a number that is not next to the variable, so -9. What are our coefficients? There are two of them. 7 and 3 are our coefficients. And then what are the variables? The variables are the x and the y, okay? They're both variables.